What's up, Avakins? Lockwood Adam here with this quarterly Avakin Ask Me Anything event. With me today I have the wonderful Lockwood Abby.
Hello everybody.
And also the rebellious Lockwood Jessie.
I am quite rebellious.
She is quite rebellious.
I think quite is an understatement.
Yeah. So, you should see her dance. It's a mess.
Oh, it is a mess.
Excuse me.
No, it's disorganised.
Disorganised
Chaos
chaos.
is a ladder.
Chaos is a choice.
Okay,
Anyway,
this is a bit much already.
Okay, we're here today to give you your quarterly AMA event, which basically every 3 months, so 4 times through the year, every quarter, we'll give you the opportunity to ask us anything you want, and we will try and answer as many questions as possible. I've gone off script. So make sure you ask your questions in the chat. We'll try and answer as
many as we can.
As many as we possibly
A
can.
couple of people say the music is a little bit
The music is a little loud. I will adjust that. Sorry, new setup, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been going through. I'll talk about this for a moment. We've been going through a bit of an office update, shall we say? And we're currently in the process of moving offices. So our setup's changing, our kit's changing. So yeah, if there's a couple of little hinky dinks along the way today, it's just because we're using a new setup.
Yeah, we've got in the process of moving stuff around as well. A lot of the little switches and knobs and dials may have been knocked slightly. We have tested it as well as we could, but you might find that if I get closer to the microphone like this, it goes a bit distorted. So I'll be careful with talking about things like next Wednesday and the person from the dark depths of community moderation that sits to our right. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's talk about stuff.
Okay.
If you do have any problems with the sound, just give us a shout and we'll try and adjust the volume levels and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
let's just have a quick catch up. So yeah, it's been a busy month.
It has.
I would say it's been a very busy month. I mean, obviously, office move aside, which we can't wait to show you guys some like photos and stuff of where we're moving to. It's pretty cool setup. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's been a really busy month. Obviously, we've got fashion contest and stuff now, which I'd imagine most of you have had a go at. I'd hope so. It's fun.
I have.
I mean, we know we have. Yeah. It's become a little bit too competitive between us, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's quite intense.
Put it this way, I won't be entering a competition against Abby again. She killed it.
Oh, thank you.
What do we do there? No, okay.
That's my skills. They're my skills.
That's
it's
the
just,
skills.
Baking and knitting and crocheting and fashion contests.
Yes. Over here as well in the UK, for once, it's quite sunny. For the last month and a half, maybe, it's been relatively hot, relatively sunny, which is quite painful when we're trapped in an office working all day.
There've been a lot of ice cream trips though.
Yeah, there have been ice cream trips. Ice cream is good.
Lunchtime ice cream. But yeah, so office stuff aside, let's just like quickly recap what we have going on this month.
Okay.
It's quite a busy month.
It is a busy month.
So I'm not sure how many of you have noticed, but America is well and truly represented in Avakin this month. So it's America month in Avakin, which is really cool. And it's timed quite nicely actually, because obviously it's been 4th of July. Let us know how you celebrated, if you celebrated in the comments. It'd be nice to know what you did. So yeah, we've had that going on. We've had a couple of Instagram contests as well around that, so a couple of winners have recently come out. We've had 2 winners in the past couple of days, which is exciting. We don't normally have 2 winners that close together for Instagram contests, so that's...
They're quite close in style and theme as well, which is quite cool. So it was almost like
really good entries as well. Your edits are amazing, guys. Like
these edit skills are
over 9,000.
So yeah, over 9,000.
And some of you may have partook in the event, but we've just had Lockwood Brad going out and giving some American themed gifts as well, which is pretty cool. The next bot event, some of you may have seen looking through the images.
It's alright, we're there.
Yeah.
I'm always a little bit behind, sorry.
The Lockwood Mermaid So we've got the Lockwood Mermaid coming in a couple of weeks, and oh my goodness, the prizes that she's giving out. Like I mentioned actually in our last stream that the next like big bot event is my favourite bot event ever, and this is it. This mermaid bot event.
Who's your favourite Disney princess?
My favourite Disney princess. My favourite Disney princess is Ariel. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I mean, obviously I love all the Disney princesses, but you know, it's a secret. I am a princess. Not that anyone's meant to know, but like, you know, we've been over this before. I'm like half unicorn, half mermaid, full-time princess. It's
very little fairy thing as well.
Oh yeah, well, I guess I'd be like a third unicorn, third fairy, third mermaid, full-time princess. There we go.
Okay, alright, cool.
In a nutshell.
Got there in the
end. But yeah, I absolutely love mermaids, and I'm really excited about this event. And this event is a community driver event. So you guys need to get behind it and work super, super, super hard, and make sure you go and see the mermaid and get your gifts, because you can win some incredible, huge prizes. And the final prize in this event is, I think, possibly the best thing we're ever prepared to give away. Like,
whoa, that's a bold
thus far, because let's face it, we're always beating ourselves. Thus far, I think it is possibly the most amazing thing we've ever given. Like, it's mind-blowing. But I mean, I'm going to be a little bit biased anyway, because I love mermaids.
Yeah, so just to reinstate what Abby's saying, really, with these community-driven events, where it's an opportunity for you guys to get really grouped together and try and get that final prize. So what we advise you to do is talk to your friends, tell them that they need to log in and do things basically to work together to get to the end goal. So yeah, let's hope you can do that.
Yeah,
it should be really good.
It's really exciting. It is really exciting, and like if you can do it, it's so worth it. Like it is so worth it. But then around that, we're also going to have a really cool mermaid party to celebrate the mermaid coming to visit.
Yeah. With a mix done by myself.
Yeah. We've also got a really cool band, Forever in the Making, coming into the venue at the end of the month. So if you're into like alternative music, if you're a fan of like Paramore, let's say, you're probably really going to like these guys. I mean, they're just fantastic. I listen to them a lot whilst I'm working. I've actually caught a few people listening to them in the office, I'll be honest with you. They're
none of it's shameful, it's actually really cool.
They've become quite popular. But no, they're really good, so go and see them. Live stream wise, we're going to be back with you again next week. Oh, go on.
Next Wednesday.
We'll be back next Wednesday with a new player live stream, so we'll be sort of recapping all the features in Avakin for new players, or if you've kind of not played for a little while and want to catch up, because we've had a lot happen this year, really.
A lot. Yeah,
a lot.
Such a lot.
And we've got another apartment sneak peek as well. So you'll get to have a quick look at something before it comes out. And yeah, we're going to have, you know, our usual fun events that happen in the Tapjoy department, shall we say.
Or bonus events.
And bonus events, yeah.
Maybe some Build Machine unless you've got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave it all as a bit of a surprise for now. But yeah, there's some really fun stuff happening this month. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. And I mean, if you look on the events calendar on the website, we've already got some stuff lined up for next month as well that you can have a little peek at.
All very, very cool stuff.
It's all really exciting.
Yeah, cool. So we've got so much going on.
I'm so excited for the mermaid, guys. You don't understand. I'm really excited.
We were going to have a special guest today, but unfortunately she's not been able to make it to the event today.
Yes.
So that means that we will be able to take a few more questions today. So there's always a positive with it.
Silver linings and all that.
Yes. Okay, let's go and let's start this AMA then. So if anyone's got any questions, please leave them in chat. Our wonderful assistants, Lockwood Cameron and Lockwood Lockwood Jessie are taking down some of these questions to give to us later so we can read them out. So yes, for the time being, we will read out some questions that were asked earlier in the week via social media.
I did put a little shout out on my Instagram asking for a question, and I was asked a great question by our very own Avakin Life Daily, and she was asking me about butterbeer. So for those of you who don't know what butterbeer is,
I have no idea.
it's a drink in Harry Potter. It's non-alcoholic. It's a non-alcoholic drink in Harry Potter for those Harry Potter fans out there. You know, hashtag Team Hufflepuff. But she asked me what's my favourite type of butterbeer. Like how do I like it? Do I like it like cold? Do I like it warm? Do I like it fizzy? And like it's because you've not had it, so I'm gonna try and explain it to you just so you can imagine it, and then you can answer as well.
Is it like bubble tea?
That's a really good way of, yeah, it's almost like butterscotch bubble tea.
Okay, that sounds really good.
But it's got like thick foam on top. And personally, I really like it warm. So I love like super warm butterbeer.
So it's like a warm milkshake.
That's how I like to drink it, yeah. But I
Sounds
have had
great.
it cold as well.
Let's do it. Do you have to be some kind of special like mermaid thing to drink it?
You do unfortunately have to be third unicorn, third mermaid, third pixie and full-time princess, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can't answer that.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good starting question. Let's see what else we've got.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Can we add more jobs? That's more of a suggestion, but yes, we can. We are constantly working on ways to improve Avakin Life. We actually have a department semi-dedicated to creating events and jobs and things like that. They have a huge backlog of work which we're working through at the moment, which I believe includes more jobs for you guys, or at least, yeah, more. There will be more jobs, but it depends on what upcoming sort of scenes are released and things like that, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would expect more jobs.
At the moment, because we've had so much stuff going on anyway, and we've kind of been focusing on developing other areas, there's not another job like in the super near foreseeable. But yeah, there's always stuff like ticking along.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, we've just been getting some other bits ready for you. Cool.
Very good. Okay, I'll do another one.
Apparently the music is still a little bit too loud.
Sorry about this, guys. Going way down now. Right, let's try that. Okay. Well, here's one. I'm not really sure how to take this, but do we care about the players or the money? Right, okay, well, now I just need to just let you guys know. Some of you might not be aware, but we are actually a business. So we do need to make money to survive and carry on.
I need pennies to pay for my butterbeer.
Yeah, exactly. We're in full-time jobs here.
Yeah.
We need to be able to pay wages. We need to be able to cover manufacturing costs for all the amazing items that we release for you guys. But obviously you guys are what make the app what it is. What make Avakin Life and the community what it is. So yes, we like money. Yes, we like players.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different things.
We
It's
can't.
either
Yeah,
or.
we can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
You know, it's
exactly.
It's a tough one because we are a business. We need to be able to put food in our bellies and a roof over our head.
And you have to remember that Avakin itself is a free-to-play app.
Yeah.
We give you the app for free. I mean, it's your choice.
It's kind of We like you've got access to play Avakin without having to spend a single penny.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just if you choose to spend money in the app, that's you supporting us and you kind of like investing in what we do and believing in what we do.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it when you do that. Like it's lovely. It's a really lovely thing for you to do.
Yeah.
And obviously it does allow you, access to be able to buy more stuff and probably have more fun with it too. But it's lovely, and we do super appreciate all of you, and appreciate it when you do invest.
So, put it this way: for example, if you to buy a coin pack from one of the app stores or something like that, that's indirectly going towards us being able to put a feature in for you guys to earn more money anyway. So
how I kind of see it, and this is how I see it when I play other apps and invest money in them, and even Avakin, I've paid for coin packs and stuff.
Yeah.
When you do that, you kind of become a little bit as a part of that legacy. You know, you become kind of part of that product by doing that because you've invested in it, and you are then like, you know, another building block towards that next big thing, and that's like a really cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah, and also a lot of people aren't aware that if you buy a coin pack, just one, the smallest coin pack, it actually removes ads from in-game for you.
Which a lot of people do ask how to do that.
Yeah, so that's another thing there. But yeah, so that kind of covers that. I hope there's no bad vibes around this, but it's just the way that it is. We're a business. We need to make money to survive. But, yeah. Okay. What do you see in Avakin's future? Jess, what do you see in Avakin's future?
Well, there's a big difference between what I want to see in Avakin's future and what is actually the reality.
Well, give us both.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't do that.
You thinking time?
I want a unicorn palace.
Unicorn Palace, there we go.
Unicorn Palace where pigs in spacesuits roam the lands. That would be amazing.
It sounds like a fever dream.
I'm just looking forward to the big Halloween update because that's my season. I'm happy.
Yeah. Halloween update.
Halloween and Christmas.
No, just Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see more mini games, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I expect as technology develops, our brand and our product will develop. So I'm talking the wrong terms here, but yeah, Avakin itself will develop more. So as more technology and more things like that are available to us, we'll be able to develop it.
I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with like the fashion contest as well. Like I absolutely love it. It's been really fun competing against my friends, so I'm excited to see what's going to be happening there. I think the mini games stuff, like there's going to be some really exciting stuff happening around that, and also like at the moment within the sort of brands and clothing and stuff, like everything's just mind-blowingly good. Like each time there's like a new release, I'm just like, oh, this is my favourite, and then something else comes out and I'm like, oh, this is my favourite.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've been a long-term player, you'll see the difference.
Oh
if you looked at screenshots of Avakin when you were playing from back in 2013 or something like that to what they are now, you'll see a clear difference in the way that the game looks. It's crazy.
I'm absolutely loving all of the clothes as well at the moment, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going to be coming out for like autumn winter, because that's personally my favourite sort of season, so I'm excited to see like, you know, what we're going to have.
One thing I'd really like to see personally is an overhaul of the Petkin system, make it a bit more robust, so we'll have to see what happens with that.
Okay.
But I'd like to see, you know,
that's
real
cool.
interactions with Petkins, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we all love pets, don't we? So.
Yeah, we all want to be able to pick up a, you know, kitty cat.
Okay, have you got any from your questions, though?
Yeah. So a player here has asked, how do I get more money / Avacoins? Jess?
Well, there's many ways. There's actually a lot of people are having messages in the chat relating to Tapjoy and asking us to fix Tapjoy. Tapjoy is one of the ways you can earn free Avacoins. We can't actually help you with Tapjoy issues, I will just say that, because there's a lot of people in the chat at the minute talking about Tapjoy. You have to contact them separately. They are a separate studio with their separate support systems.
They're a completely separate company.
Yeah,
they're not anything to do with Avakin. We just feature their service in Avakin Live.
Tapjoy is your main way. Also, a good way to earn Avacoins potentially is to take part in all of our social media contests. We actually do contests regularly, especially on Instagram, so I'd recommend you to follow Avakin Official and keep up to date on all the contests on there.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, as Adam said previously, you can always purchase a coin pack, which supports us and gets rid of the ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great question, then.
I've got a couple that are coming through the chat.
Okay, yeah, let's do those.
Can we have weather in Avakin?
Well, you see, this is an interesting question. Right now, no, we can't. The mobile devices don't have enough memory to support it across the range. I'm sure there are some really powerful ones that could probably do something like this, but if we want to cover a huge range of phones from the iPhone 5C all the way up to Galaxy S9 and beyond, we need to sort of make things available that would work for all audiences. So right now, no, we can't make weather for you, but as technology develops and devices become more powerful, like I was saying before, this will give us access to more features that we can release to you. So potentially yes, but right now no. Is that one? Mm-hmm. Cool. Right, I'll do one. Okay, why back in the day did they take the decision to make the game 13 plus? Okay, right, I'll start with this one. I'm sure everyone's got a bit of input on this one, but we started out as a 17 plus app. We didn't really know the direction that we wanted to take with Avakin back then, not 100%, and we noticed that a lot of younger players were playing anyway. There wasn't much we could do about that at the time, so we thought we might as well try and accommodate them. So we made the app available to 13 plus audience. Also, there's a lot of regulations with regards to app stores and what you can do and things like that, so they recommended that our app was suitable for 13 plus as well. So yeah, we had to switch it. So, has anyone got anything to add to that? Can we cover that for a bit?
I think that's kind of covered everything really. It was yeah, we were kind of more defined, I guess, as a package and a brand now. And it just kind of was in fitting with where we were heading. So it just made sense to do it.
Exactly. It does.
Oh, Alance has got a really good question. What happens to the 3D models that we used to be able to order? We actually took that feature out of the app because it wasn't really the direction we wanted to go. It didn't really fit into our brand that well, but
we tried it for a while as well, and no one really seemed interested. Yeah, there wasn't much to go with that. Just bringing back to the previous question about the age rating as well. Someone's asked, can we make the game 18 plus? Well, the answer to that, just to cover it, is no, we can't. We have no reason to make it an 18 plus app. It's got everything that it needs for a 13 plus app right now. So yeah. Okay. Any more questions from the chat, Jess?
Can we have more items that you can buy with diamonds?
I'm sure we can arrange something. If you've got any suggestions for what kind of items these would be, please leave them on the forums at avakin.com.
Someone wants to know the name of this apartment that we're in. I believe it's the Front Row Photo Studio.
Yeah, this is the Front Row Photo Studio. I believe it is still available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might actually be in the mystery box as well, but I'm sure Louise will correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Yeah, just keep an eye out for a comment from Louise.
But I mean, this is my apartment that we're currently in. So this is my little studio, which is no surprise really, with it all being black, white, and red.
It's kind of your thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wear a lot of black in general. Like Lockwood Sylvia as well. She wears a lot of black, and I wind her up when she comes into the office if she's not wearing black. I'm like, it's during my day off. You need to put black on.
Black's a popular colour within this office. There's a lot of black.
Yeah. It's a lot of like low-key goths.
Low-key goths.
Or fake goths.
Yeah. What's the next biggest update? Okay, right. I expect, I can't confirm this 100%, that you will see the things that we've sneak peeked recently, which are potentially player-to-player interactions and group dances. But they are coming, but I would expect them in the next maybe 2 or 3 months. We sneak peek them because we're excited.
We were just too excited. We needed to let you know what was going on.
If you want to see the group dances, you can check out our YouTube channel. There's a video on there about what they're going to look like and stuff. And there was quite a bit of feedback on that video actually, along the lines of we can already do this if we synchronize. This actual feature makes it a lot easier. There's a lot more to it than just synchronizing a dance, put it that way.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You'll understand when you see it.
Yeah.
but we couldn't really say much more than that for now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyone got anything else?
Let's have a look at the other questions. Have you ever had milk tea Robert bursting bubbles? I tried my hardest to say that correctly.
My answer to
So
this
it's bubble
is no.
tea. It's bubble tea.
Oh, I've had
So
bubble tea. Yeah.
I know which one it is. It's like bubble tea, and it's like the little pearls, where the pearls are also filled with the like a flavour. I have had this before, but I've not had it with milk because I don't drink milk. Well, I drink milk, but I drink like soy milk and almond milk. I don't drink like normal milk. So I haven't had like a milk version of it, but I have had a fruit version with peach, and it was lovely. So yeah, it's really good. I can't believe you've not had it. I'm surprised.
No, I've had bubble tea once, and mine was Oreo one.
Oh, okay.
It was a bit of a hybrid thing, but yeah, it was really good.
Okay. I always go for like fruity bubble teas.
Okay.
I
We should get
love
more.
tea.
We have a bubble tea place, a really good bubble tea place at the top of our road here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get more.
We need to go more often. I mean, there's a place nearby as well that does like iced teas and stuff, and I do drink a lot of iced tea. I drink a lot of tea anyway. I'm a tea fiend. But yeah, we need some bubble tea. I'm surprised. We need to try some peach bubble tea.
Okay, I'll give it a whirl. See how we get on.
Oh, okay. Would you rather quit drinking tea or coffee? That's just come up in the chat.
Tea.
That's easy. I would rather quit drinking coffee. I couldn't imagine my life without tea. I mean, I do love coffee on the odd occasion, but I couldn't imagine my life without tea. I'd probably have like at least like maybe 5 cups of tea a day, but which it does sound a bit bonkers because it sounds like a lot of caffeine, but I drink a lot of like fruit teas and stuff, so it's not actually that crazy. But I do drink a lot of tea, so I couldn't give up tea.
What about you, Jess? You're a
Don't mind,
coffee
prefer hot
person.
chocolate.
Oh yeah. It's weird, between the three of us we've got all the hot drinks
We
covered.
have got all the
yeah.
hot
haven't we?
drinks covered.
Yeah, I'm coffee, Abby's tea, Jess is hot chocolate, so yeah. I'm sure there's a song about all three of us as well. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat has asked, how are we? How are you, Adam?
I'm okay. Excited about watching the football tonight.
No.
Oh,
Oh, I wasn't going to mention it, sorry. I'm not excited about watching the football tonight. Anyway.
If anyone says football's coming in one more time, we'll jump out the window.
I don't mind football. But yeah, keeping up with it's like there's a lot of football happening right now. There's a lot to keep up with.
There is.
You know, in between trying to make all my cups of tea and being busy being a unicorn and a fairy and, you know, a mermaid, it's a lot to keep up with.
I also love sitting in my garden, and this time of year my garden's really cool.
You have a really nice garden.
Thank you.
You have a really nice garden.
Yes.
We've had some really good like barbecues at
It's
yours.
good. I've got tomatoes, I've got beans.
Yeah, it's a nice
I've
garden.
got chilies.
And chilies are great.
Yeah, chilies are good. But anyway, that's enough about the garden.
Yeah, somebody's asked if we can add more places. Well, if you've been keeping up to date over the past sort of couple of months, we've been adding new social spots every month.
Yes.
So
we're
we're always adding new places.
If you have any suggestions for any social spots, please leave them on the forums at avakin.com. As always, our team will see that and they will discuss it and potentially make them, but don't keep asking us when we're going to make it because we will not be able to tell you.
Yeah. Somebody's popped up in the chat asking about animations and we're going to make more. We're always making animations.
I think we actually release animations every month, every week.
Yeah,
almost.
like there's always animations
there's
coming out.
animations.
So.
But if you have any suggestions for any new animations, please leave them on the forums at avakin.com. And the whole team will see them and they'll be able to come back to you. And well, not come back to you, but you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Anyway, any more questions from chat?
There's an interesting question. Someone keeps asking whether we'll ever be able to have user-generated content, which is a pretty interesting question. It is something we've locked out. It's something we might do one day, but we're not quite ready for it yet.
Yeah, we'd have to design a system so that you guys could submit your work and then, yeah, much like they do on the Steam Marketplace, something like that. if anyone plays PC games, that is.
Yeah, but we do know that a lot of people would like that feature, and it's something that's on the radar.
Yeah. How cool would it be to put your family T-shirt crest on a T-shirt?
That'd be amazing.
It'd be really cool. If you were to design a T-shirt, Abby, what would it have on it?
It would have. Oh, okay. So the T-shirt would be a pig in a spacesuit
I knew that was
running alongside a unicorn, and on the back of the unicorn, there's a mermaid holding out their hand, and then sat in the mermaid's hand is a tiny little fairy.
Okay.
That would be my T-shirt.
It's quite complex.
Yep. I'm a complex person, Adam.
I'd have a salmon, right?
Yep.
Its head coming out the front, and if you looked at the back of the T-shirt, it'd be its tail, so it looks like it's swimming through me. But I'm a little bit weird, so there. What about you, Jeff?
Well, I'd start like a clothing brand, and it'd be all.
We only said one T-shirt.
No.
Oh my
thinking
goodness.
I'm thinking
Nothing wrong with that.
I'd start like a really cool brand, and everything that I'd do is purple. And it'd be the best brand now from that.
It wouldn't be the most original brands, though.
It wouldn't, but it'd be mine, and I'd own it.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been asked by our team to ask you guys, whilst we've got a group of you together, 164 of you currently watching this, so that's a good number. If we were to give you a way to film a video in Avakin Live, what kind of tools would you like to see to basically make these videos? So to give you some inspiration, I'm thinking along the lines of how would you like the cameras to be able to be moved? Would you like any preset filters, that kind of stuff? So yeah, if you leave your comments in the chat, we'll review them at the end of the stream.
To be honest, what I might do is make
on.
a topic on forums, and then everyone can comment their ideas on that.
So a combination of the forums in here, that would be great for me. Okay, what else have we got then? Has anyone got any more questions? Keep them coming through. We're here for another 15-20 minutes maybe. Okay. Why can't we purchase anything we want that can't be purchased? I don't really understand this question, but what I think you mean is why are some of the items hidden and only available during seasonal events and things like that? It's a hard one to question. We don't want the store to become too cluttered. That's the first thing. If you have too much there that's from the dawn of Avakin life, basically. If it remains there the whole time, you're never going to find what you're looking for because there's too many items to go through. Another thing is we do have a lot of seasonal events, things like that. So for example, Jesse's a big fan of wearing these zombie eyes, which we do get requests for us to add them back into the store again. I'm sure these will be coming in, but not again until around October time. So yeah, we rotate the items so that they're available at different times. Yeah. Yep. Otherwise your Avakin shopping experience would be very, very annoying if they're all in at the same time. But yes.
So somebody has just asked a question specifically for you.
For me?
Yeah, and the question is, would you rather never celebrate Halloween or Christmas?
I would rather. I love Halloween, not as much as Jess does. I would rather never celebrate Christmas and keep with the Halloween thing. A better one for me would probably be, would you rather not have summer or winter? And I would rather not have winter. I'd rather keep summer.
That's really strange though, because Halloween for us is like, you know, towards the colder months. So you would want a sunny Halloween.
That would be amazing.
Whoa.
Halloween in Australia. That would be good.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's any Australians here, do you guys celebrate Halloween in the summer?
That's
or the
weird
spring?
Question.
Yeah, weird question. Just let us know.
That's a
We like learning. That's good.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know the difference between bots and Lockwood staff.
Okay. We are Lockwood staff.
We are not robots.
We are not robots. We are human.
That's what a robot would say.
Yeah. Yeah, you can trust us. We are not robots. Right. Okay, so we're Lockwood staff. Anyone with the Lockwood in front of the name, LKWD, with the badge, the lion badge, which you can see on the stream right now, that makes them a Lockwood staff. If they have the bot badge, which is the slightly blue stripy version, that is basically a non-playable character, someone that's there purely for quest giving or gameplay purposes. If you talk to them, you can talk to them as much as you want. You can make friends with them if you like, but they probably won't make any sense talking to you, or they might not even respond. But they're fun. That kind of brings me on to a question that we get a lot, which is how do you become a Lockwood? To be a Lockwood, you have to be a full-time member of Lockwood staff. It's not just it's not a club or anything like that. It's just to indicate
this
that
is our job.
It's our job. So
it's just a way to differentiate people that play the app normally and the people that develop the app and our staff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. There are exceptions to this though. People with the Lockwood Lion badge but without Lockwood in their name. That would be content creators. They are people that work for us. So you're looking at Caroline G, Colette Love, Avakin MJ, Avakin Life Daily, Kimmy. There are a few. Oh, and Sharina. Sorry, Celestia. Sorry, I got her name wrong now. Yeah, so that's that one. Yeah. Kind of covered. Yeah. You can read more information about all this kind of stuff on our FAQ. Avakin.com / is it support, Jess? This is the route to the FAQ?
Yeah, it's
just support, yeah. And you can also access our in-game support portal through the options menu. Okay. Can you bring back past homes, furniture items from time to time? Yes, we do. Yep, I mean...
We have already converted quite a lot of stuff from home over to Avakin.
Yes, yeah, I don't think that's quite where they're going with that question, but it's more about older items that we've removed from the store, so to speak. But yeah, we bring them back all the time. It's like I was saying earlier, there's a rotation which we have to do. So yeah. Okay, any more questions? Have you got any, guys?
Somebody's asked if we're planning on bringing babies into the game.
Okay.
This question comes up a lot, and the answer is not for the foreseeable. Unfortunately, it's not something that we've kind of got our focus on at the moment, and there's lots of really fun stuff that we're kind of throwing all our energy into developing. So it's on our radar because you've mentioned it enough, but it's not something that will happen within the foreseeable.
No.
The idea is to be primarily a social fashion app, and babies don't really come into there unless they're really fashionable babies.
We'd never write the idea off completely, but there's plenty of things to take into account when it comes to babies and things like that. They would need a full system. I mean, I've mentioned it before in many of our streams and things, but you need to create a system that works. We wouldn't want to just give you a baby as a pet kit like that, or maybe even a crib furniture item with a baby in. It just wouldn't be good enough for you guys, so there's quite a lot to go into it.
It would be very hard to differentiate what sort of app we are as well, so we couldn't really promote ourselves as a family app if we had babies, because we want to be a fashion app and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's quite complicated.
Yeah, okay. Okay, what made you want to create this software? Did you think it would get this big? We hoped it would get this big, and I'll give you a little bit of a history lesson. We started out as a PlayStation Home developer back on the PlayStation 3. We used to develop mini games and items and apartments and things like that for PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home closed down in 2013, I believe, and we noticed that there was nothing like it on mobile, so we jumped at the opportunity and said, hey, we noticed that there's a community here with no game to play, we better create something for them.
Well, actually, Avakin Life was in development during PlayStation Home.
Yeah, it was, but our focus then was PlayStation Home. But yeah, and now here we are, all thanks to you guys in the community.
Yeah. Somebody's asked if we'll ever add voices to Avakins. The only way this could really be done is if it was like voice chat or like kind of pre-recorded messages that you were then putting out through your Avakin. And because we don't have a way of moderating that, unfortunately we don't intend on having voices for Avakins. Yeah. We wouldn't be able to make sure that everybody's using it correctly and safely, so that's not something that we are looking at doing. Yeah.
Every time you update the game, the glitches and bugs don't stop. Why is that? It's a really weird question. That it feels quite aggressive, but I'll answer it anyway. We update the game not to make it worse, but to make it better. We add new features to make the game more interesting. We're never intentionally releasing features or updates for Avakin Life with the intention to break the game for you. We have a pretty large testing team that work very hard 24 hours a day to try and make sure that there's no bugs in Avakin Life. Occasionally with new features and things like that, bugs do slip through the net. And we try to catch them all and repair them as quickly as possible. You may notice that with some older devices and some unstable internet connections that you see bugs more often. Unfortunately, that is something that we can only encourage you to get better internet with. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. You need the best internet you can get and the best device you can get your hands on, really. Avakin's quite a demanding 3D mobile app, almost one of a kind, really. So yeah, if you want to get the best out of Avakin Life, you should yes, get that stuff. Invest.
Invest in your tools.
Yeah. So to cut a long story short, we don't intend to break the game. We release updates, and occasionally we get some bugs, as every developer does.
Yeah. Somebody's asked if we can put daily rewards back. Jess, do you want to take this one?
I think they mean the 30 days.
I'm not sure what you mean. If your 30 days have already gone, then that's your free 30 days.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities to get free prizes from taking part in events, from entering contests. There's a lot of opportunity to get things for free outside of the first 30 days. Yeah.
You get your apartment rewards as well.
Yeah, we give you quite a lot to start with as well. You get all your basic clothes, you get your apartments, you get free items in apartments that you buy, even in social spots there's some free stuff.
I think this is something we could go over a bit with more detail when we do our stream.
Yeah.
The new player guide.
Yeah, the new player guide next Wednesday. That is, yeah, we can go over this a little bit more. But if we were to add the rewards back in for every player every day, it quite dramatically affect the game economy, and we would most likely have to close the app down. There's many things we have to take into account with this. We got any more questions, Just? Anything coming through?
There's a lot of people talking about how hard it is to find your favourite dance in the list, which is something we are aware of. We're looking into better solutions in the UI for that.
Yeah. It might come down to using slash commands or something along those lines. I didn't know if you are aware. Let's give you a demo. Hopefully this will work first time. I'm not actually on the normal version of the game right now. So, okay, so some of you might not be aware that there are actually slash commands in Avakin Life.
/dance.
/dance, /wave, for example. So if I /wave, I will stop and I will wave. Look at that. That's currently in the game. So we can potentially link these to different dances, so you can do dance routines and things like that. Yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, okay, that kind of covers that.
Yeah.
Abby, have you got any more questions?
No, we've covered all the ones from my list.
Okay. Let's see what else we've got coming through. Keep the questions coming, guys. We're around for another 5 minutes. So.
Will we ever be able to swim or climb trees? You can already swim.
And
you can't go underwater though. You can't climb trees.
You can.
Can you?
In the latest apartment, the Hawaii one, you can climb and sit in the tree.
You can sit in it, but you can't climb it.
How do you get up there then?
Jump.
It's magic.
It's magic.
It's fairy
Magic invisible
dust.
climb. But yeah,
I think climbing would be a whole other separate feature.
Yeah.
That we'd have to introduce. But you know, any cool stuff like that, put it on the forums. It's all really helpful.
Yes, exactly.
Somebody's asked for dog balls. Pop it on the forum.
Yep.
If that's what you're interested in. Maybe pop some photos up of like things that you like as well, so we know what kind of thing you're after.
Yeah. Okay. How do you become a Lockwood? We covered that earlier. So when this stream's finished, if you watch the video about it, you'll be able to hear all about
and have
that.
A look.
Yeah. Will we add the zombie eyes on Halloween? Yes, we've covered that earlier. If you watch this stream afterwards and go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see. Okay, I think there's a lot of suggestions coming through. We can't really cover those. They go on if you put them on the forums at avakin.com.
I'll put a link down.
And you'll be able to do whatever you want. Okay, when will the new animation sets come out?
Soon.
Now, okay, so our wonderful producer, Lockwood Louise, has asked me to ask you guys the animation sets. What kind of animation sets would you like to see? At the moment, I've currently got this one equipped, so as I walk, my walk is
quite
swaggery. Yeah, and my pose as well. And when we say animation sets, we're talking about these ones, the ones that change your default movement and sitting and things like that. Look, I'm sitting down over here, or I'm not. Yeah, these animation sets. So if you can leave suggestions for animation set ideas for us, we are actually currently going through these, so it's quite likely.
Quite a lot of people are suggesting the zombie walk.
The zombie walk's cool. Sounds really good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think that about covers it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we've
answered a lot of questions.
Yeah, I mean. How are we? How are we doing? Yeah, put them in the forums at avakin.com. Sorry. Right. Okay, we're going to end it there then. Thanks to everyone that joined us today. This AMA video will remain on YouTube after we finish today, so if you have any friends that missed it, feel free to share it with them. Remember to follow us on social media over at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, VK and Twitter. We'll be back with you for a community chit chat next month, but also next Wednesday where we will be doing a new user tips stream.
Yeah.
So if you've got any friends that are new users and they want to learn more about Avakin Life, or if you want to learn more about Avakin and the features that yourself, then feel free to join us here next Wednesday at 3 PM BST. That's British summertime, and that kind of covers it. So thanks all for coming today, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Bye
for now.
Everyone.
See ya.